Welcome back to Conspiracy Fridays. We're going to continue debunking Multit0mt0m. I have part 1 was last week, and we are debunking Multit0mt0m and the Flat Earth Sun. Just to give you a quick run, see, there was a guy who put an ultraviolet lens and found this little black circle in the sun, and then Multit0mt0m says that that's the real sun. Okay, what that black sun actually is, guys, is a camera issue. A digital issue. Okay? And he said that it looks big because the energy field. Yeah, a load of rubbish. Why does it always, you know what, I'll talk while it's loading. In the energy field, if what Multit0mt0m is saying is true, the flat Earth sun is just floating below the firmament, or as they say, because we all know that that's not true, that there is no firmament. That energy field from that high, that big, for a small object would cook us. It would heat up too much.
Until it strangely reheats at the fringes of the sun's atmosphere. At the sun's core, gravity.
Oh yeah, that is true. It does reheat at the sun's core. See, think of it like this. These particles that have heat, they bounce around the sun and they lose heat. It's kind of like ping pong until they reach out. Okay, then reheat to the sun's atmosphere because the sun's atmosphere is really hot. Then goes to the journey to the Earth.
Oh, there's that word again.
Okay, he's going to be saying a bad word right now because apparently cursing makes her arguments more plausible. What? And I like this chant to be kid friendly, so we
Temperatures are up to 27 million degrees in Fahrenheit or 15 million degrees Celsius.
Oh, we're laughing at this now. Okay. Let's see what your argument is. There's that small ball like staring at you. So big. That's so ridiculous. You know what? Cook it up. To cook us all up. What are you saying? I'm getting a bit too savage.
What kind of thermometer did they use to calculate?
Okay, he's gonna say another bad word. And no, they didn't actually use a thermometer. They used like a method. Okay, it's very complicated to explain. So search it up for yourselves. Okay, do some actual research. Like this, say, how did scientists calculate the sun's core temperature? And you'll find it, and you'll find the answer. Okay, I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, because I want to debunk further more of this Multit0mt0m's rubbish. And so, like, search it up for yourself. Do good research. Don't be like a flat earther. Do bad research. Cut that part out.
This generates the nuclear fusion responsible for the star's energy.
True.
Right, okay.
Time is on.
But back on Earth, the real world, where is the hottest place
Back on Earth, the real world. Okay.
were recorded?
Okay, the official one is Death Valley at 56.6 degrees Celsius. There has been other records hotter than that, but they're not confirmed.
According to all the websites that you visit, the hottest place is Death Valley in California, USA. And also there are other places such as Kuwait, Libya, Timbuktu. You can understand, you can accept this because during summer solstice, during the month of May, June, July, August, the sun is at the furthest north. It's directly of the Tropic of Cancer.
Yes, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun.
So it makes sense that the sun would heat up these regions, these areas during the summer. So they say the hottest temperature ever recorded was 54 degrees Celsius.
56.6, but okay, let's just continue.
Which is 129.2 degrees Fahrenheit. So,
Why did you say it all weird like that? Are you now like, Fahrenheit is fake? Ah. Okay, I'm okay with debunking round Earth, but are you now going to debunk how we measure temperature? Or did you mess up? I don't know. Is everything a lie? That you're just like, you're looking at the floor and then you're like, that's a lie. What are you now? Hands warm hats?
so the sun is not that hot.
Maybe I'm being a bit too like overthinking, maybe just mispronounced.
I mean, I would say they say that the thermosphere is 3,000 degrees Celsius. So I would say that's the maximum strength of the sun, because it is close and in our atmosphere plane. It's in the sky.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's just hold up a second. How did you just debunk yourself? Okay, so we got this land here, alright? And then you're like, let's say the maximum strength is 3,000 degrees Celsius. And it's inside the sky. Did you just debunk yourself? Oh, how can somebody be this stupid? You just debunked yourself, my friend. You basically just proved that if that's what the flat Earth sun really is, it'll cook us up. It was heat us up too much. Wow, Multit0mt0m.
The sun is not 93 million miles away.
But it is. You're like, but the sun is not 93 million miles away. You got any evidence for that? No.
There is no evidence for that. Nobody.
There is tons of evidence for that. There's no evidence that it's floating in the sky.
Will ever prove that as a fact.
Literally scientists prove that as a fact. You're just making up facts now.
So use logic, reasoning, and common sense to
Things that he doesn't have. Things that he can't use.
explain our world.
Oh yeah, I can use common sense to explain our world. Let's see. See this, the Earth is a ball spinning up from the sun 93 million miles away. Or for all of you, for the rest of the world, 150 million kilometers away. That's rounding up, by the way. And it spins around the sun. Okay, and then the North Hemisphere tilts forward for summer and tilts away for winter. And vice versa for the Southern Hemisphere. And then we have 8 other planets that are in front of us and backwards us, and then we have galaxies in space and stars that are like trillions of kilometers away, light years away, and galaxies billions of light years away, and the universe is very big. There, I've used my common sense. Are you happy now?
There is no need to use pseudoscience. Don't.
Okay, then don't use pseudoscience. You're using pseudoscience in every single argument. You're doing pseudoscience.
Science fiction.
That's what you're doing.
To explain our reality. The Earth is a flat plain with hills, mountains, and
No, it's not. It's a round ball with hills and mountains.
valleys.
And valleys.
And it is stationary.
Okay. Let me tell you something, guys. There's two types of flat Earth societies. One that says that the flat Earth is moving upwards, and one that says it's completely still, and they're arguing because they'll make themselves look stupid. One of the others gonna make themselves look stupid. Anyway, let's just see what he has to say for the flat Earth moon. Okay, here's the flat Earth moon explained by Multit0mt0m. See, that's the previous.
The moon is not a rock floating in space.
Just starting with personal incredulity. I'm sorry about my laughing tone, and you probably can't deserve the words. It's just Multit0mt0m. The moon is not a rock floating in space. Yes, it's a rock floating below the firmament. One of them makes sense, and it's not the firmament one.
It is a luminary, possibly made of plasma.
Yes, because I've seen tons of plasma that looks like this.
It is also very close, not 238,000 miles away.
But it is 290.
As they say in the spinning basketball in the vacuum of space model.
And that spinning basketball model, space model, is a true one. Except we don't live on a basketball, we live on the Earth, which is a ball. Okay. Yeah, what's the other rubbish you're going to say?
All evidence points to the moon being close because
no evidence points to the moon's being closed. The only evidence is your sheer arrogance and your personal incredulity.
when you look up at the moon at night, you see the clouds around the moon being lit up.
Yes, it's because of the light from the sun reflecting off.
The moon was 238,000 miles away,
It would still do this because it is.
then it should light up half the night sky. This does not happen.
Do you mean if it was very close, it would light up half of the night sky? Okay, see, the moon doesn't reflect that much sunlight. It only reflects like 12% of sunlight.
The moon does not reflect sunlight,
It does.
but creates its own light.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't create its own light. There is no evidence that it creates its own light. What actually happens is that the moon is made of a rock called brigalith, and it reflects sunlight. It reflects light. So since it's like mostly made up of that, it reflects.
From within itself.
Do you have any evidence for that? I'm all ears. No? Okay. Just personal incredulity.
You will be able to see this clearly when you zoom in onto the moon with a powerful telephoto lens.
Yeah, let's see the footage.
You will be able to see pockets of light emanating from the interior of the...
Not from the interior. Since when does there footage like say from the interior? It's reflected sunlight.
moon. Also, the moon does not have craters as claimed in...
It does have craters. Okay, I've seen the moon with a telescope before. The craters, they're like deep and holes. It's very nice.
the heliocentric model. If you've ever seen a geyser or a hot spring, then you'll see mud bubbles like this.